All right, so I'm back here, UCLA Blood and Platelet Center. I think this is my 19th donation. I'm definitely going for the 24 this year. Hopefully I won't get deferred. Doing a plan for a double platelet donation, but we'll see when the real count comes in, whether it happens or not. And, you know, I've been thinking about how do you promote, out of all the things, out of all the challenges that exist online, out of all the 30-day, 60-day, 100-day challenges, out of all the competitions, why doesn't anybody, there's no competitive meditating, and there's no competitive blood donating. And maybe we should start competitive blood donations right up there with a competitive meditation, hurry up and meditate kind of thing. But not enough people donate, go out and donate. I made a video earlier about, my car got broken into, I suspect, while I was actually snoozing in it, which people are just dumbfounded as to how I can sleep through somebody popping open my trunk. That happened.
Do 3 squeezes in a hole.
All right. That happened on Saturday, so.
You could just relax and squeeze every 5 seconds.
Okay.
How are you doing? Do you have any discomfort?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Anyway, but it was just interesting, what they took was the laptop travel bag that I had. And I had a lot of things besides the laptop, which is 2009. But I had my grandmother's wallet that I've had for about, I don't know, God, 20 years now, that she got me. And it got me really thinking about the emotional attachment that we place on objects. And is what, for some people, gives it the object its worth. I had a bunch of rocks in little compartments that friends gave me. And every once in a while I remember taking them out and things like that. So it's interesting to me, the emotional attachment that we place on things. And so I don't think I place a lot of it. I actually do, I'll tell you, I lost a water bottle that a girlfriend once gave me while I was bike riding. Actually, I was bike riding. I went to a place. I think I left it at a hospital. I was visiting a friend at the hospital, and then I had to go to work, and I rushed off, and I can't find the water bottle. And I remember just being very heartbroken for not having that water bottle. And then, losing your journals. That's obviously effort. So it's just interesting to me, the things that we get attached to through emotion. And then it got me thinking about maybe I'm looking at, anytime somebody says, oh, they're just into materialism, or they're into, oh, they just, maybe people have an emotional attachment to the newest iPhone, to the newest thing, whatever it is. I mean, who am I to judge one person's emotional attachment? Does it have to be over time? Does there have to be a legacy involved in it? If there's an emotional attachment on a walking stick, I remember when I think this was 3rd, 4th grade, we went on a field trip or something, and I had this great walking stick. And then there was, part of all the kids in the field trip, I guess they were doing a mock, what happens if you sprain your ankles in the woods kind of routine. And, one of the kids I went to school with, he kind of faked the ankle break. But I knew the kid. He was always a faker. He was always faking things out. And I'm like, oh, no, he's faking it. Everybody's telling me shut up. No, he's not. And everybody said, okay, so put out a splint, and just to show you. I didn't understand that they were doing some kind of routine just to show what do you do in the woods. It's like a plan. So I'm resisting the whole thing like an idiot. But, I don't know, 3rd grade idiot, whatever. But then he gets up, and everybody's telling me, give me your walking stick. And he's hobbling along, faking it. And I know he's faking it. And then he take a couple of hobbles, and then says, oh, I'm cured, and takes off the splints and starts walking normal, and hurls the walking stick that I had into the ravine. It was a great long walking stick. It was awesome. I mean, I remember reading this from 3rd grade or 4th. Maybe it was 5th grade, but I'm pretty sure it was 3rd. Anyway, but the point is just or maybe it was 5th. Either way, still single digits, or 10 years old or younger, clearly stays with me to this day. And it was an awesome, awesome walking stick. Things you lose in a fire, right? I mean, the memorabilia sometimes that I've kept, I just have it in a box, and every once in a while I'll check out the box. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. and the value that it gives, the value is inherent in the memory that it provokes, right? The object provokes the memory, and therefore the emotion, bad, good, or indifferent, right? I mean, I have plenty of journals that provoke bad emotion, or negative emotion, or darker emotions. Anyway, so this person lifted up the trunk, grabbed the whole thing, and there's a toiletry bag in there. I hope they're using it. That's why I'm unshaven. I'm not. I already ordered on Amazon the Gillette Mach 3 razor. Maybe they had shaving cream in there. There was a brand new toothbrush, soap. Hopefully they'll take a shower if they're a vagrant or whatever. I don't know, or maybe they'll send all this stuff back and they'll say, maybe they'll look my information up and they'll say, wow, this guy's not a dick, or maybe not anymore, or whatever. It's not that, but it really kind of was interesting how affected I get from the objects that are sort of meaning. Like it doesn't matter how expensive that wallet that my grandmother got me was. It could be the cheapest thing ever. It could be the most expensive wallet ever, in terms of materials, in terms of suggested retail price. But because my grandmother gave it to me, is because that's the significance that I have with it. And it's interesting how that's the thing that's really been making me clench my fist as to what happened on Saturday. Not that all the other stuff that got taken that I have to now replace because somebody needed to steal something for that day for whatever reason. Anyway, it also prompted me remembering all the other things that I've done as a kid. Just taking things from people, just not caring, not returning things. How about like, hey, lend me a book, lend me a CD, lend me a tape, cassette. I remember like years later, like looking at people's cassettes, and they didn't have it. And then other people lost my stuff. I had every single Ren and Stimpy episode on VHS, and I forgot who I lent it to, but never gave it back. Anyway, I could go on. I'm sure everybody could go on. It's nothing compared to, of course, natural disasters, which you can't help. But I think certainly humans doing crappy things to other humans can be helped. And I think there's a general guidelines. We know when our intention was to be crappy. At the very least, be unintentionally crappy, and then be open to hearing that somebody said, hey, that was a crappy thing to do. Anyway, I know it's a long post. Thanks for listening. Go out and donate. Get karmically balanced, and I'll be here in a couple weeks.